Oh Canada, the true north strong and free. I know we don't all wear plaid and toques, but they are nice to have handy when winter hits. When I say winter hits, I mean 75% of the year. We don't all drink maple syrup or Molson beer or pop, but if I were to have my choice, I'd choose all three. We don't all eat pancakes or crepes or eat whale blubber to survive the harsh winter, even though the winter is harsh. Sure, have a pickup is a privilege, not a right. Well, it might be for us Albertans, though. For you Americans, I'm not too polite. I don't know Randy in Saskatchewan, I don't ride a dog sled to school, and I don't live in an igloo. Heck, I haven't even built one myself. Although these stereotypes are what commonly define us as Canadians to thus informed, there's a lot more to us than you'd expect. A multicultural nation is found by us, a nation where everyone has different cultural backgrounds and traditions. We don't mind a rainbow flag here and there, because we fly hundreds of thousands of different flags all across our country, and no flag is waved in someone's face in disrespect. Who doesn't want to live in a country where your heritage is accepted by everyone? A country connected by what some might call an imaginary force. A nation that has no common similarities besides living in Canada. This is what makes Canada so unique. We are not an autonomous nation. We do not have one defining ethnicity or culture that dominates all others. Considering that Canada was founded by the Canadian natives, the French, and the British, there really isn't much about our history that doesn't include inclusiveness. A nation that can only be described by describing each and every cultural detail. Like a mosaic, each piece that creates the image has no purpose away from the frame, yet together creates an image. For many people, Canada is imagined as a boring, snow-ridden landscape with little to no heritage beyond the maple syrup and beavers. This is simply not true. What might surprise the uninformed is that Canada contributes greatly to the overall well-being of our Earth. Considering Canada houses millions of immigrants, Canada has historical components and people not every country can claim. For example, Terry Fox, nearly running across Canada in efforts to raise money towards cancer research and awareness, or the famous 5 women who fought for women's rights in Canada in the 1920s. Also, current figures like David Suzuki, an environmental activist renowned for his work in fighting pollution. Sports heroes like Wayne Gretzky, who brought Canadian pride to the States when he played for the LA Kings, St. Louis Blues, and New York Rangers. These people have played huge roles in giving Canada an identity to be proud of, but not as huge a role as the Canadian Armed Forces, playing the role of peacekeepers around the globe in countless terror-stricken war zones. No, Canada hasn't been around for a terribly long time, considering Canada was named a country in 1867, which in the long run isn't but a minute in the scheme of time. But Canada has made an impact beyond our borders, and I can say from personal experience that while traveling, being able to say you're Canadian strikes a friendly chord with those you meet away from our home. So what does this all mean? Things up, Canada's been around for very little time, doesn't have an identity capable of one single description. Its residents are too polite, its weather too cold, and its air too clean. Quite honestly, an anonymous, prejudice-free country sounds pretty good to me. A country where everyone looks like a local because everyone looks different in the first place. A country where our heroes are army men, hockey players, political crusaders, and small-town fighters sounds like we have our heads on straight. Yay is okay. A hardworking foundation of farmers and ranchers makes us proud to say, I love Alberta beef and pass me another Molson. The only thing longer than our CFL fields is the Trans-Canada Highway. And the only thing larger than our country's landmass is the pride people feel living on it. P.S. We're sorry about Nickelback. You're welcome for Seth Rogen, and USA you can keep Bieber.